Oh, no, no. Oh, 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 no. Well, this is how it starts. Two lovers in the dark on the run from the one that they call Chef Spark. 6 guns by the side and bullets round their waist. 2 shots to the sky, signal sign for the chase. The safe was nearly empty and they were nearly free, but was seen by the good eye of the mean Billy Green. And he screamed at the top of his lungs, they're on the run. It's the 2 outsiders, grab your horses and your guns.
Okay, so we're at Joann's and they have lots of fun novelty fabrics. So I'm letting the husband pick out his fabric. You need to make sure that it's cotton.
Cotton.
You want to pick out your fabric first because then you can know what color thread you need and any other kind of notions. So I'll let him pick out it. So when picking out your fabric, make sure that you're sticking to what you came here to get, because it's very easy with all of these fun fabrics to get a bunch and be like, oh, I can make this next week, or I can make this. But the problem is then you start hoarding and you never get around to sewing it. So make sure you're getting just what you need. You find something?
Yep.
Okay, what'd you get?
Surfing Ninja Turtles.
Okay. And Giselle dropped her camera. That's why she's saying, say hi, Gigi. Okay. Alright, so oops, I can't turn it sideways. Okay, so on the ends of the bolts, you'll have all of the, I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. You'll have all of the information. So this is cotton, and I told him to find a cotton. And it also will tell you how you can wash it. This says machine wash, gentle cold, tumble dry and low. That's exactly how I said I wash most of my dresses. And then it also has the SKU number in case you need more. You should keep that in mind. So this is what he picked. So now we need to go and get the thread for it. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Don't be overwhelmed by the amounts of different types of fabric. Just stick with cotton right now. It'll be much easier for you. But as you can tell, there are just lots and lots and lots of other kinds. So next you're going to go get a ticket from the ticket thing, and then a lovely lady will come and help you cut your fabric. And you just tell her how much you need. Since we're making this all out of the same fabric, you can combine both of these for 2 yards. And you have to be really, really nice to the cutting ladies because they have a hard job and people are rude to them. Say hi.
Hi.
Getting our fabric cut right now. And then we're going to get the matching thread. There was no one at the cutting counter, so I went ahead and took advantage. Okay, when getting your thread, I typically stick with the Gutermann. It doesn't break as easily and it's pretty awesome. You can just get the ones for the sew all threads. And then you can get any color pretty much in this. This has a bunch of colors. So what colored thread do you want to get, babe?
Purple.
You want purple? Well, come find your thread. This one's not going to take a lot of thread, so you can get the smaller spool. But if you want, you can get the bigger spool. But I think we'll be fine with this one.
This one?
What do you think? Does it match? I think this one matches more. The one next to the surfboard.
This one. You just took me to spool.
Okay, put that in the cart with this. We only need one. Okay. Now let's go to the sewing equipment stuff. Yay! Okay, remember that your pattern needs elastic. So, find that 1-inch elastic. Let's see. It's 0.75. Gee, are you talking? Okay, am I going crazy? Here we go. 1 inch. I typically just buy these, so you can just cut what you need out of it yourself. It comes with 3 yards, and we're good to go. And it's usually in the section that has snaps and other sewing stuff like this. The seam ripper is something also you're going to need. Sewing machines usually come with them. You don't need anything fancy, but this thing is going to be your best friend. And if you mess up and you need to rip seams out, this is what you're going to have to use. So, get one of those. Okay, this is the sewing machine that I use. It's the Singer Curvy. This is what it looks like. It's got purple. It is 300 here. And there you go. Just get this one. You'll definitely want to eventually get a cutting board to cut your fabric on. This is the one I use. I actually have to get a new one because I melted my other one, which was not fun. Don't set a super hot glue gun on it. It's just going to make it a lot easier for measuring and cutting. And then also you need a pair of nice sharp scissors. And I would go ahead and mark them fabric scissors so your husband doesn't try to cut paper or plastic things with them because it will dull them. Another thing that you're going to want to have, and it's very important, is an ironing board and or tabletop ironing board. This is what I use. I just set it on my table, and then you want an iron. They're over here. There's all different kinds, so you're going to want to make sure you read your machine and the instructions to make sure which kind goes in your machine, because you can really screw it up if you put the wrong one in there. And then you're going to need needles. I do not recommend the ones in these packets because they can bend during shipping, and a bent needle will screw up your machine as well. And I recommend these down here. You'll just want to get a universal set. You don't need a stretch or jersey for this pattern because we're doing a knit. Or we're not doing a knit. That's for knit. We're doing a cotton. So you can just get the universal needles. And these are different sizes on the bottom. That's what those numbers mean. Let's see. I would just go with a 12 or a 14. I would go with maybe this 14 pack right here. You also need some pins so you can pin your fabric while you're cutting it out and getting it ready. And somewhere to stick your pins so you don't just throw them on the floor. Trust me, it's a lot easier to pull them out of a pin cushion than it is out of this thing. So get a pin cushion. Look, there's giant tomato pin cushions. I think that's everything in this. Hey, look, I found measuring tape. If you need to measure your kid, this is some measuring tape. Looks a little different than the one in my first video, so. Oh, and look, a flower pin cushion. Ooh, that's a lovely hat. Okay, so you got your machine, you got your scissors, you got your thread, you got your needles, you got your bobbin, you got your fabric, and you got the amount of fabric that you need. Got your cutting board, you got your iron. What else is there? Is that it? You got your push pin, your pins for when you're pinning, and your elastic. You got your elastic. So now we're ready to go. So you just need to make sure that you have the Joann's app downloaded so you can use coupons on your fabric.